This is Sambasivam, Assistant Professor, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore, in the Department of Mechatronics Engineering. So today we are going to discuss about the next topic, which is continuation to the previous video. Now we are moving towards how the robot, different type of robot cell layouts are formed and how the functioning of that cell layouts are going to discuss in this video. So the normally, we said in the previous videos, normally the robot cell layout is nothing but how we are performing an layout to perform to make the robot to perform its inner layers. Like it has categories into three types. The first one is robot centered workcell. The second one is inline robot workcell, and final third one is mobile cell workcell layout. The name itself shows the robot workcell is normally the robot center is there is only one robot which is fixed in the midbeam, so the workstations around that robot. But in inline robot workcell is the robots are working towards an inline process. How the material is coming in that. So the raw material has been transferred from through a conveyor. The robot has been fixed in a particular position. The conveyor moves the raw material from one place to another place based on the required station. It moves around in conveyor. So the robot performs the task to the particular workpiece, which is which is bound to re-refine. Then third one is mobile cell is nothing but an autonomous robot where the mobile robot can do a task by moving into the workstation and perform the required task, and then moving to the another station for performing the another task for another workplace. This is how the robot cell layout has been categorized. So let's move into a work cell. The first one is robot centered work cell. So as I said earlier, right, the robot is always fixed at the center of the work cell. So this fixed means, as shown in the figure, the robot has been used for carrying the work materials or carrying the packages. The robot has been fixed at particular point. It's able to move at 360 degree. So the robot picks the material from one end and transfer to another end. So which makes the high utilization of robot has been carried out, because however the robot has been fixed meant it can able to move around 180 degrees up to 270 degree. In this robot picture it has shown us up to 180 degree because, sorry, 90 degree up to, because it is taken from conveyor and take place in the pallets. So this is like the method of work part delivery, that is example by conveyor or pot feeder or pallets. So then so as I said earlier, in the installing of a single robot, which are not always depends on high production rate, but at the same time it has a disadvantage of servicing more number of time, which results in a low production rate, because this robot tends to work on a different continuously, which makes to reduce the tear and wear, which makes involves in tear and wear, which also makes the discomfort and displacement, right. It can able tends to change its position and orientation by 0.1 mm or 0.02 mm, which always result in a low level of delivery parts. So as I laid the example layout as shown in the figure, the robot has been fixed here. The both the left side and right side has been in the conveyor. One is input, another one is output. So the robot moves at the machining one and picks the material and transfer to a machining one center. Once the machining one has been carried out, it tends to move to machining two. So similarly, once the machining 2 has been completed, the machining 3 has been taken into consideration, where all the machining process has been carried out by using a single robot. So once the incoming material has been, like example, we can able to say the one I have to develop in product. So for an nut and bolt. So the raw material of metal has comes from the machining one, where the machining has been carried out by for putting and hole. In machine 2, there will be a threading process will be carried out. This will be inner threading, and each in after making the whole machining 1 by using a drilling machine, it has been transferred to machining 2, where we can able to use a thread machine. So finally in machining 3, the surface finish has to be carried out. So, and once the surface finish has been carried out, it is transferred into an output conveyor. So how the machining has been carried, the machining process has been carried by using a single robot is explained in this robot cell layout. The another example or another machining process for example layout I have given is there is and that picture it has three machining process. In this machine, only two machining process is a similar. The incoming materials comes from the left side. The robot takes the raw material into a machine one. It makes an machining process like drilling or some welding or something else. Then machining to the it has been taken for a cleaning process or a post processing process. Once the post processing process has been completed, it is transferred to an outgoing material. So this is how the robot has been carried out in different functions or different machining process with the help of a single robot. But it is recommended that it is a highly dissatisfactory because of we are using a single robot, but we can able to access some multiple functions. So we like to thought mobile the basic center robot or robot center is only used for in simplest applications or simplest complex problems where the simplest machining has to be taken care. I think we can able to understand what is robot center layout. In the next video, we will catch up about inline robots and mobile robots. Till that, bye bye. Signing off by Sambasivam, Assistant Professor, SNS College of Technology. Thank you all for watching this video.